Welcome back to episode 53 of Talking Dribble. The premiership window's backed. Simon Goodwin sacked, but Talking Dribble remains a constant every week.
Who would have thought, in what world does Simon Goodwin not have a job? And the Talking Dribble boys do right now. Not me.
Yeah, poor Goody. Poor Goody. We'll talk about that off the top.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Just gets an
80
80-point win and Melbourne are like, see you later.
Look, it's not ideal. It just shows no one's safe. Win a premiership a few years ago and the bloke is jobless.
Yeah.
Look, not bad though that he still gets paid for another year and doesn't have to coach the Melbourne Demons. So probably not a bad life to live.
Yeah, they've gone through a bit of turmoil since the premiership for sure. And yeah, not everyone's probably not surprised that it's happened. He probably did have it coming in some way. It's just it's surprising to see a coach who's he literally won a premiership 3 years ago, and now he doesn't have a job. So.
He's jobless. Bevo's still running around though, so he love that.
Oh, we'll never sack Bevo.
No.
He'll leave us before we leave him.
Criminal stuff. But yeah, no, didn't see it coming so like at this point in the season though. No. Thought, you know what? What are we? Round 21, 22 now? Thought they'd ride it out maybe for the last few weeks. But no. Makes me scared for Sunday. Not going to lie. New coach going up against the puppy dogs. Gets me a little concerned.
It does. Oh, it's got me very concerned. It's that curse. As soon as you sack your coach, all the players just get up for that next week.
You just have just weight lifted off their shoulders and like, fuck it, we're just playing footy out here. So a little nervous. Yeah. But Goody had our number. So maybe they'll be a little bit shitter now against us. But we'll see. We shall see.
Nah, but sending love to Simon Goodwin. Yeah, poor guy.
Oh, hell of a run. Won a premiership. Little round of applause.
He won't be out of a job for long though. No. Like the Tassie could be after him. Who knows? Yeah. Or he'll just get an assistant coach role. I don't think he'll go straight back into head coaching.
No,
but,
definitely not.
And as I said, premiership window's back. Fox Footy. Haven't seen the premiership window in a while.
Gone missing.
It has gone missing. And it was a great weekend of footy. And the premiership window kind of confirms the teams that are, in form and are looking like really making a push for the premiership.
Yep.
Have we spoken about who's in the premiership window? Because I saw it this morning.
Yeah, nah. Remind me.
We got Gold Coast, Collingwood, Crom, Geelong. And right on the outer are the Pups.
So we have beat up a bottom 9 team.
We have the best offense, but our defense isn't quite there. But we're almost in it.
How are we almost in it? We have like the worst back line running around for the last century.
Well,
it's criminal.
We saw how good it was on Thursday night.
True.
Against the Giants. They scored about 40-odd points against us.
Bloodbath. Aaron Norton and Sam Darcy have outscored the last 2 teams we've played.
That's crazy.
So the Dons and the Giants got some work to do.
Is there a better duo in a forward line than Norton and Darcy?
Oh, no, what were they? They were the first duo to kick back-to-back 5+ goal games since, who was it, Brownie and Bradford? Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. Bradshaw. Yep.
Yeah.
Right, just setting the tone. The lads are just different. Who would have thought Aaron Norton? He's fourth in the Coleman now. He was second after our game.
Yeah.
All Australian dogs. Young Norton playing half a season of footy and gets himself in the All
What's better, right? So there's been Gunston, who's kicked 50-odd or 49. Thilthorpe's are 48. Who's second in the Coleman?
Georgiades is second.
So Georgiades had more of a consistent year, but then Norton was dog shit, and then he's just kicked bag after bag.
He's just cool.
So what's better, being consistent and kicking 2-3 goals every game, or being terrible and then kicking 5, 6, 7 goals in a 2-month span?
Well, he could have been on for 100 if he's still in this all year. Aaron Norton for 100 goals next year.
But then also, just quietly, Sam Darcy's only 6, 7 goals behind Norton, and he's played 6 less games.
Samka, if he has an elite run home these last few games, and surely against Melbourne with no Stephen May and wet toast with just nothing back there.
Yep.
Earlier on, see Sam Kardasanyara, top 3 in the Coleman, finds himself in an All-Australian team. Book it in.
Well, there's 3 blokes this year who's averaged 3+ goals or more. Who are they?
Jeremy Cameron.
Yep.
Sam Kardasanyama.
Yep.
Jesse Hogan.
No.
Ooh.
Averages 2.9. Gunston averages 2.9.
So it must be someone who's been injured a bit?
Big fella, Henry Smith.
This is ridiculous.
3 goals.
Yeah, I was going to get that.
Only averages 5 disposals as well in the one game. Man's a beast.
He's him. He's probably that guy.
22-year-old, 202 centimetre. Yeah, no, that was a bit of a stitch up. But Sam Darcy averages the 3.1 goals. So if he played the whole season, he'd be sitting nicely at second in the Coleman. Probably wouldn't have the 75 like Jezza.
Yeah, Jezza. That bloke could be on for 100. He could be on for 100. I don't know if he'll do it in the season, but yeah, add in finals. Say they get to a grand final. That bloke is a shoo-in for 100 goals this year.
Well, they've just snuck up. They now have the second highest percentage in the comp. And it's actually helping them that they're looking for Jezza to kick these goals because, one, he's just looking for bags. Yep. And then it's opening everything else up for these other players. So they're scoring big and they've just got shit teams.
They've got such a good run home. This week, is it this week against Sydney? I think this is the only week I've got them possibly getting pushed.
And I think that's you had them losing that.
Having them losing at the SCG against, it's not this week. I think it's the week after.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and so I've got that game costing them a top 4.
That's not they're winning out.
I don't know. Gold Coast also have an easy run home. They're going to sneak into the top 4, I think.
Well, your ladder predictor that we did last week is actually looking pretty good. You had Crom finishing 1, Brisbane finishing 2. I had Pies finishing, like they're just winning out.
Yep.
Obviously, Lions had a great dub against the Pies on the weekend.
Yeah.
Pies getting a serious case of the collie wobbles. Serious case. It's bad.
Shaken.
It's bad.
But no, and then I actually redid it because I had Gold Coast Pies finishing 3rd. Redid it, got Gold Coast finishing 3rd now. Pick up a huge percentage boost in the last week of the season to jump over.
4th.
Pies finishing 4th because who did Gold Coast have in the last round? Oh yeah, they've got Essendon. So they've got who was it?
Yeah, they've got Port Adelaide and Essendon.
Port Adelaide and Essendon. You'd expect them to just.
But then also, I don't think Geelong are going to miss out.
If they lose to Sydney, they will.
To Sydney. Did you see the stat? Like the last 37 or 38 games, only one bottom 9 team have been a top 9 team.
And who was that one bottom 9 team?
It was Sydney against Freo. But this is Geelong. Geelong is so much better.
Yeah, but it's at the SCG. This isn't a traditional bottom 9 team, Sydney. Actually, they had a bit of a shocker against Essendon. I think they'll throw in the towel now.
They beat Essendon. They beat literally like a VFL team by like 14 points. Then they'll beat Geelong.
Guess we'll see.
No chance.
Guess we shall see. Put a wager on it.
All right.
You got to come as Catman if they lose. Book it in.
I'll chuck on like whiskers or some shit.
Do it.
I'm not coming as Catman.
Catman. Can we get this?
I don't care that much about it.
No, it seems like you do. It seems like you do. We'll book it in. Benny's coming as Catman next week if the Cattery get done.
Oh, fuck it.
Or we got to bring Catman in.
Jeez. Do we have to get like kitty litter so we can shit in it or something? How does this guy work? I actually did see Catman. I think I mentioned this on the pod. When I was about 10, 11, 12. Went to a Hock Geelong qualifying final. Sitting in the Geelong members. And I was actually with a mate who goes for Hawks, but we were like a few seats away from Catman. He was just with his mum. Holy shit, I've never been so terrified.
Was she a cat as well?
She wasn't a cat. No, she was a normal person. So don't know.
So he's not a real life cat.
I'm not sure how he was conceived actually.
Well, how would it work?
I don't know.
So he's not a cat.
I don't know.
He's a normal human.
Looked like a cat to me. He was terrifying.
Scary man. But
committed to the role.
That's what I got to say. You got to respect the hustle from him.
Speaking of, it was a great week of footy. Obviously, set the tone with Pups getting a dub over the Giants. People kind of expected that to be a blockbuster game. We annihilated them. And then Friday night, one of the games of the year, Crom v Hock. Hock did everything they could. Like, they actually put a good game together.
I was getting a little shaky there. I'm not going to lie. I was getting quite nervous. For watching that game, though, like, as much as I give Hock shit, I was thinking, like, shit, if they miss the 8, this would have to be one of the better teams we've seen to miss the 8 because they've just gone and pushed Adelaide in Adelaide and really gave themselves every chance to win it. I was like, this is a pretty good team of football.
But with Will Day going down.
Well, now Will Day's out, which does that put a nail in the coffin for him?
No, it doesn't. Like, they could still win. They beat us last year in an elimination final without Will Day. So they've shown that they're a good team.
They've just got our number. And you can't even put us in there. We're just us. Sometimes.
At this point, I think it's going to be us or Hock missing out. I think every other team will make it. Mm-hmm. It'll be us. If Hock win one of these games that they probably shouldn't against either Collingwood or Brisbane, and then we obviously lose to Freo, I think we're pretty cooked.
No, well, yeah. Well, if we win out and they say they win 2 of the last 3, but we win out, we still finish above them.
Yeah.
So we just need to win out,
And I don't expect us to win out because we
need trust. We need to have trust in the lads. We've got Sam Kadas and Yama. We've got Sir Marcus Bontempelli.
And we've got the doggy wobbles.
Exactly. That's not good.
Anyway, we spoke about contenders and pretenders a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Made a few changes.
Really touch. We made this list right before we got our ass whipped by Adelaide at Marvel Stadium. So joke was on us a bit after that. So yeah, we've redone it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to say your contenders?
Yeah, mine have changed just the tiniest bit. My contenders now are Brizzy, Collingwood, Crom, and the Cattery. So I didn't have Crom in there last time. I had the Pups. Kicked us out. Our record against top 8 teams is concerning, and I don't want to be too high on us. As soon as I'm too high on us, we go to the shit. So I want us to be underdogs. I want people to be completely off us, think we're the worst thing in the comp.
I just didn't expect you to throw the towel in. Didn't expect that from
you. Do you have us in our contenders?
Absolutely not.
He's got this. Holy shit.
No, I've got Crom, Lions, Pies, Cattery, and the Suns.
You think the Suns can win the grand final?
I genuinely think they can.
In what world?
Okay, I for sure thought they were going to shit the bed after Dan Rioli got injured and took Miller. Took Miller's back now, but they came up against Brisbane and absolutely smacked them. Without those two, I don't know. I just like the way that they're shaping up at this time of year.
Do you think they can actually win a game at the G to win the whole thing?
I didn't think Freo could beat Pies at the Loud House, ever.
Yeah, but
and they did that this year. With Patrick Voss kicking 6, Logan Morris has kicked 6 against the Pies.
Season.
I think if Logan Morris and Patrick Voss can kick bags against the Pies backline, why can't Ben King? Why can't this Gold Coast forward line?
Because they can't play anywhere else.
Nah,
we saw them lose to freaking Richmond earlier in the year at Marvel.
That's their one
We
bad
might
loss.
see them lose this week to Carlton.
No, we're
at
not.
Marvel Stadium.
We're not. Carlton.
I'm telling you.
Carlton are so bad.
Yeah, but this is at Marvel Stadium. I'm telling you. This is a high chance. They got pushed by Essendon for a majority of the game at Marvel Stadium.
No one's rating them as much because they're a game behind. They should be like, what? They would be top 4 right now? Or maybe 5th? They'd be sitting there.
They would be... They'd be 5th because they're percentage behind.
And they've got a good percentage. So I'm saying. Noah Anderson.
Their percentage will be better.
Noah Anderson and Matt Rao, we said what last week? They're the best midfield duo in the comp, and they are flying right now. So I think they can win it. So I've got... We're pretenders. I can't see Freo winning it. Hock, I just think
now...
so
you can see Gold Coast winning, but you can't see Freo after you just said Freo beat Collingwood at the Loud House because of Pat Voss kicking 6 and stuff. I was just using that
as an example. I think Gold Coast are a better team.
It doesn't work for them, but it works for Gold Coast.
I just think Gold Coast are a better team than Freo. I don't actually rate Freo.
No, I'm still not.
And they've got a way better coach, Gold Coast.
So. Yes, very true. We're not.
And I don't think the Giants, they got too many injuries.
Yeah, I was high on the Giants. I had them in my top 4 teams last week, and you just can't have a game like that towards the back end of the year.
You can't.
When everyone's starting to get hot, to put a stinker out like that, think what we'd be talking about them. Say they got done by Sydney. Say they didn't have that miraculous third quarter, which is like easier said than done because they did end up doing that, so it's impressive. But imagine they didn't have this 56-point third quarter.
Yeah.
And they get done to Sydney, and then they come to us and get done by 88. There would be some major red flags about that team. Yep. So
no, you're not wrong.
Yeah, no. I'm off the Giants as well right now. A bit concerned with them.
Valid, it's valid. Should we get into our first segment?
I think so.
Get straight into it.
I think so.
So it's that time of year where, talking about all Australians, talking about who could potentially be in the team.
Mm-hmm.
So many blokes. Yeah. So many blokes. But we've put together a list of every club's All-Australian Smokey in 2025. So,
these are blokes we don't think will make it, or we think there's a slight chance of sneaking in.
Yeah, some of them could.
Yep.
But yeah, they're a long shot just because there's so many blokes in these positions. But I think there's a few on here that I actually can see making the team. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of them are making a case for themselves, but it'll be tough for them to make it.
Yeah, because there's probably about nearly 10 shoo-ins already, do we reckon?
Yep.
So yeah, it's going to be so tough, especially for the midfielders this year. So we'll get into it. Do you want to start us off?
I'll start us off with the Adelaide Crows. We got Josh Worrell.
Second appearance in 2 weeks.
Second appearance in 2 weeks. I don't think he's ever been mentioned on the pod.
No.
But him in like a back pocket role or a halfback. Holy moly. That Hawthorn game, he was great. If someone told me he was best on, I wouldn't argue. He was great. His intercept game is insane. Him and Mark Keane, great duo back there.
So underrated.
But Josh Worrell, he's just come out of nowhere and he's so young, athletic. So I can see him getting pipped out for more of an accumulator in the halfback or the back line. But Worrell.
Love it. Coming in for the Brizzy Lions, we've got Josh Dunkley. Again, second time in 2 weeks, which we love. Still one of the most underrated players in the comp, but you just have to watch the games to see how much of an impact he has. And he's probably one of the most underrated taggers in the game as well. If he lays a tag on a play, that bloke is not seeing the ball for the rest of the game. Plus, Dunkley will have 20 on him as well. Just an absolute stud who still goes under the radar because that midfield is so stacked, but he's one of their most important players and really just, deserves more love than he gets right now. So Dunkley could be an All-Australian Smokey.
No, I love it. Love it. Carlton, we've gone George Hewitt. He was basically the only bloke we could pick. Jacob Weeding, we don't think he probably classifies as a Smokey. He could just get in there of his own merits. George Hewitt, he won't be there, but he's put together a really stellar season, 28 touches. Probably him or Weeding will win that Carlton BNF.
Yeah, for sure.
The league's midfield is just too deep, so he won't be there, but he could be in the squad potentially. But George Hewitt,
100%. All the Pies we've gone with Steel Sidebottom, the man. What a story it would be to see that guy put an All-Australian blazer on at this point in his career. Had a stellar year, obviously slowed down a little bit towards the back end of the season, but his start to the year was insane. And they've got a few locks already. Dacos is a lock. I think Josh Dacos is nearly a lock.
I don't think he's a lock. But
I think he's pretty... I'd have him in.
He's probably in my All-Australian team.
Yeah, 100%. But still, love to see that bloke put a blazer on. So, yeah, big Smokey for the Pies right there.
Essendon, we genuinely had no one.
There's literally no one.
We tried to come up with someone. There was no one.
I'd love to put it to the Dons fans. If you guys can convince us that there is one bloke in your team that deserves a Smokey chance at All-Australian, then hats off. Hats off. I'll shout you out on the pod, but you are not convincing us.
Oh, speaking of shout-outs, forgot to do it again. Shout-out, so just a little brief intersection here. Shout-out to Kobe9191 on TikTok. Over 100 days of commenting Marcus Bontempelli on every post. You got to respect it.
That's probably the best part of my day. Seeing that, I'm just like, holy shit. It's just good to know there's someone else out there that loves the Bont like we do.
Oh, but he's even hopped over to Beyond the Dribble, and he's commenting on Marcus Bontempelli on
We're
that.
chatting Lex Luthor. This guy's still stuck on the Bont, and you know what? Has every right to.
Absolutely.
Hey, we did our Superman rankings. Marcus Bontempelli.
Someone's got to do God's work out there, and Kobe9191, you're doing that.
I love it. Keep it up. It just makes our day.
Absolutely. So anyway, back to, so sorry Essendon fans.
Yep.
We literally couldn't come up with anyone.
No one at all. For Freo, having a stellar year off the halfback is Jordan Clark. Literally just, between him and Luke Ryan off that halfback, they are setting the tone. So he's having an insane year. Definitely could put his name in the All-Australian ring. Only tough thing is there's so many good halfbacks coming in. Like you're talking about Dale, Ash, Nass, like
Whitfield, Zorko. Those blokes will probably get in over him. But
100%. But he's having a stellar year. Like who would have thought him coming over from Geelong, he'd be this good? And he's really just been he's been elite for him. So he would love to see him get the blazer on. Big All-Australian Smokey.
The Geelong Cats, we've gone Brian Myers. So doesn't kick as many goals for a small forward, but man averages the 22 disposals. He ranks elite in essentially all these key statistical categories. It's just goals. He's below average in his position.
Yeah, look, that's not ideal.
But he's high in score involvement. He's always been up there in that conversation. He probably won't get there, but he's definitely a Smokey. He's put together a great year.
100%. Love it. Coming from Gold Coast, another bloke off the half back, I've got Johnny Noble. That guy's having an insane year. Him going to the Suns, I really thought it would have been Dan Rioli taking that half back as the number one man. Pretty much from the start of the year, Johnny Noble's been their number one guy. Ranks elite in in touches, kicks, meters gained, and fantasy points. Bloke's having a stellar year. Who would have thought leaving the Pies he'd be this much of a stud? So, Johnny Noble, hats off to the man. Will be tough to get in, like I said, with Jordan Clark, but he's put his name in the ring and has a real chance of getting his first blazer for the All-Australian. So
my MacBook just shit itself.
No. Another HQ malfunction.
It's
updating. No.
Anyway.
Another malfunction.
We'll get on the phone. All right, GWS, we got Finn Callahan. So he could be there. I don't think he will. I can't see both him and Tom Green making it, and I think Tom Green's probably had a more consistent year, hasn't had the injuries. But Callahan definitely put his name in the hat. I expect him to be in the squad for sure. Callahan.
No, I like it. Coming out of Hawthorn, when we Jack Gunston. So sitting firmly fifth in the Coleman, had an insane year for his age as well. Who would have thought he'd be turning the clock back like this? Averaging just under 3 goals a game as well at 2.9. Bloke's having a great year. He's just Mr. Consistent down there. And he's so smart. We saw the first goal of the game against Crom. Him just getting it on the wing, that little dribble kick in. He's just all class, that man. So
who would have thought he'd crack 50 goals this year? People didn't probably have him in their best 22, especially seeing the forwards that they have. Obviously, Mitch Lewis and Kelsey haven't been healthy all year, but He's kicked more goals than the Charles Royce.
Yep.
He's
Not
been,
more than Aaron Norton.
He's
though.
been the main pillar, even with Wizard and Guinea running around, and Dylan Moore. Like they're a stacked forward line. It's just he's been the only kind of consistent player.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Melbourne Demons. We've got Cozzy Pickett, and I actually probably fully expect this bloke to be in there. It just depends if they go with him or a Rankin, maybe both. But this guy, you expect him if he's in the team, probably on a half forward or a pocket.
Yep.
But yeah, Cozzy Pickett, I think he hasn't got as many goals as he usually would because he's playing more midfield. So that I don't know if that's going to underpin him getting there or it's actually going to move the needle for him making the team because he's averaging more disposals.
Mm-hmm.
But Cozzy Pickett,
he's an X factor. It's crazy. He's a stud. For North Melbourne, Harry Sheezel. Harry Sheezel gone under the radar again just because of how donkey shit North Melbourne are really. Like they've been terrible. But Harry Sheezel is having a great year. Pretty much ranks elite in all categories. Super classy with the ball. He's really their one highlight. When it hits his mitts, he's the only one I probably trust to make something happen with it. So the guy's a gun. Would love to see him put a blazer on this year.
just quietly averaging like 28 disposals.
Yeah,
right?
literally.
As you do.
It's crazy.
Right. Port Adelaide, Mitch Georgiades for a stinker of a year Port have had. He's second in the Coleman right now.
Yeah, second.
Usually the
third.
top.
Oh, no, tied second.
Well,
yeah.
usually the top two in the Coleman make it.
Mm-hmm.
They usually just plug in whoever's second. So I expect him, if he finishes second, he could make it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have blokes like probably Thilthorpe over him just because he's in a more successful team and in more of a stacked forward line and has kicked, only a handful of goals less than Georgiades.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he definitely will make a valid case for himself.
Yeah, 100%. For Richmond, went with Nick Vlauston. Would love to see that guy get a blazer. He has played elite footy for years now and just kind of goes under the radar.
Yep.
It's going to be tough because they're still a pretty average side and there's a lot of good backmen right now, but would love to see him get one eventually because that guy's playing quality football and is just a breath of fresh air down that back line for him.
If you compare his stats to these other blokes he's competing with, they're probably not as high. Like there's blokes averaging high 20s in disposals, and he's averaging around 20 disposals. But just the impact he has, the direct impact he has is scoring. Like their main source of scoring is from kickouts, Richmond. So yeah.
So he just lost and just making things happen. Yeah, he's a gun of a footballer.
St Kilda, we actually had a couple. We had Jack Sinclair and Jack Higgins.
Yep.
So we think Sinclair probably won't make it just simply because Nas overshadows him, and I can't see them putting both in there, especially if Cal Wilkie also makes it. So you can't see three St Kilda players making into the All-Australian team. And then Jack Higgins. If you're ranking just the small forwards on goals, he's second, just behind Jamie Elliott. So if you're actually, which the Australian selectors rarely do, but if you're actually putting in pockets in the pockets, Jack Higgins should be there.
Show some love to Jack Higgins.
He should be there.
Yep.
But usually they can't only plug in one
100%.
actual forward.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
I like it. For Sydney, another tough one just because they've been battered by injuries, but we went with Isaac Heaney. Definitely had an inconsistent year for him, especially coming off last year where he was in Brownlow talks, but we've seen him at his best and he can have games where he'll drop 30 and 5 goals, which is crazy. So he is an absolute superstar and has definitely done enough to be up in contention, but just the midfield is just so stacked. And you can probably chuck him in a half forward, but there's just other blokes who have probably had a touch of a better year. So he's a bit of a smoky, but definitely has a chance still.
Eagles. We initially went with no one, but we thought this bloke deserves his flowers for the year he's had.
Yep.
Liam Baker. Probably won't make it, but definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if he's on us in the squad, maybe, if you were stretching the squad out. But no, he's had a ripper of a season.
Yes.
First season at West Coast in the worst team in the league.
By far their best player.
And he'll just be running away with the BNF there. So,
right in the back.
no, he's shown why West Coast went after him. But hopefully the team can actually be more successful
100%.
with him in it going forward.
100%. And last one, the Western Bulldogs. Could have nearly picked the whole list, but we had to settle on one man and one man alone. And it's the bloke who's pretty much just played half a season for us. It is Aaron Norton. Benny just mentioned the top two in the Coleman pretty much make the All-Australian side. We could be seeing Aaron Norton second in the Coleman by the end of the year. Has he done enough to get himself a blazer this year after playing pretty much a subpar footy for the first half of the year and having a stellar end to the season? So
it will be how they play in these last 3 weeks because Darcy or Norton, or both, could just continue kicking bags.
Yep. Just bags here, bags there.
We were speaking about it's hard to see Norton making it when he's not even the best forward in our team. But the reality is, if he finishes top 2 in the Coleman, he could definitely be there.
You never know.
Man's balling out.
It's going to be one of them, I'm telling you. It's going to be Norton or Darcy Yama. And one of them will be putting on a blazer.
I don't know. I feel like I still thought we'll make it.
Could. But anyway. Aaron Norton put himself in contention. Could get a blazer.
That's it. All right, let's shuffle to a different segment. We got there's really some stacked backlines walking around. And we did our forward duos. We've done our midfield duos. We don't give too much love to defenders on this podcast.
Even the Better Brownlow. We say it's not a midfielder's award, but how many backmen have been on the Better Brownlow?
Don't know what you're talking about. So we've put together our top 10 best backline duos in 2025. Okay, do you want to start?
Yeah, 100%. So we'll go 10 to 1.
Yep.
Starting us off with Bailey Dale and Rory Lobb. Really the one highlight of that backline. Bailey Dale, I think he's an All-Australian lock this year. For majority of the year, I thought Lobb was a definite Smokey for All-Australian. Had a bit of a subpar back end of the year, but both of them are absolutely killing it. Literally the only highlights of that backline. So I think they've deserved at the number 10 spot.
Number 9, we've gone Connor Rozee and Aliyah. Connor Rozee has been, just phenomenal off the half back. And Aliyah probably has had somewhat of a subpar season compared to his last few. It is tough in that poor backline, but no, Rozee probably carries this duo.
Yeah.
But no, they're both solid in their roles, and Rozee could be in that All-Australian discussion off the halfback, but we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. At number 8, we've got Sam Collins and Johnny Noble. Like we mentioned before, Johnny Noble, All-Australian Smokey. Sam Collins probably All-Australian Smokey as well. He's a brick wall down there. I don't
think he's a Smokey, bro.
You think he's a lock?
Are we going to do our All-Australian teams next week?
Yeah, I think next week. So we'll leave the dribblers on edge a bit right now. They're excited. But no, I think this duo, absolute just studs. Gold Coast have done very well to just build that solid back line. And it was tough to pick who do we chuck in this duo, but those two just absolute stand up against the rest. So, yeah, at number 8, those two. Number
7, Josh Battle and Tom Barrass.
Actually, Barrass.
Really?
Shit. Come on, Sam Mitchell was grilling everyone about it. Sorry. We're better than this.
Jeez, you taking the advice of Sam Mitchell, that's the day.
The so-called genius.
Yeah.
The self-proclaimed genius.
Bloody hell. Need to get him on
What's
the pod.
with them just making up their own nicknames? Self-proclaimed wizard, self-proclaimed genius. What's next? Just the peas and poos of the league. Crazy.
Don't know why we're not getting guests on this podcast. Yeah, Battle and Barrass. Been two of the best pickups throughout the year. Barrass or Barrass?
It's Barrass.
It's Barrass.
I used to say Barrass, though.
Barrass has had a kind of an up and down season. Battle's been a staple in that back line, really taking that Sicily role. But yeah, no, they're at number 7.
Love it. Number 6 is our man Josh Worrell and Mark Keane. We saw on Friday night it on full display. They are rock solid down there and definitely one of the most underrated backlines in the comp because there's no real big names there, but they just get the job done. Super solid. Mark Keane, do you see that man lose a 1-on-1?
He is so solid.
So solid. And when we versed him, Dogs versed Crom, he did a number on us for that first half and then obviously went down injured. And Josh Worrell took over and just had an elite game.
No, Mark Keane didn't go injured.
No, who went down? Sorry, Butts went injured. So Mark Keane came on and just took charge and then Josh Worrell just having an insane year. So could have been higher as well, but it's tough. There's so many players.
I think this is a new tier, these 5 to 1.
100%.
Number 5, we've got Josh Dacos and Darcy Moore. So Darcy Moore he was in all Australian talks and then he got a bag kicked on him by Patrick Voss and then a bag kicked on him by Logan Morris. So strange year for Darcy Moore, but Josh Dacos chucked from the wing to the halfback and it has been an insane move.
Yep.
It'll be so stiff if he doesn't make All-Australian this year. Let's just say that.
He is having that good of a year and he is that good of a footballer, 100%. At number 4, we went with Luke Ryan and Jordan Clark. 2 blokes that have put their name in the ring for the All-Australian talks as well. Just absolute studs who are elite with the ball. Yep. Luke Ryan, bit of a jack of all trades. What I'd do to have him down in the Pups back line.
He's there every year. He just does not put a bad year together.
Looks like a Resi's player and just comes out and just takes control. It's crazy. So I think he's a solid bloke there at number 4.
Number 3, we've got Dane Zorko and Harris Andrews. Harris Andrews is probably a top 2 key position defender, I'd say.
Yeah. After what Darcy Yama just did to Sam Taylor, is Harris Andrews taking the reins for number 1.
And then Dane Zorko, how good is he? He continues to show that this change from midfield to the back line is one of the best changes in AFL history. Who would have thought the best you'd see of Dane Zorko is in the back line.
It's crazy.
His ball use is insane.
Yep.
So them number 3.
100%. At number 2, we have Lockie Ash and Sam Taylor. 2, I think, blokes that are nearly certain for All-Australian. Definitely Sam Taylor. Lockie Ash is in there right now as well, just having elite years. Lockie Ash just getting plenty of the ball.
Yep.
Got plenty of it against us. He was probably the one bloke who could actually get a touch on the ball on Thursday night. And Sam Taylor, didn't have a great game Thursday, but that bloke's been super solid all year, been a brick wall. No one gets angrier than he does when he loses a one-on-one, and it's a sight to see. It's nearly as good seeing as Stephen May and Jake Lever lose their shit at each other. So Sam Taylor, absolute stud.
And it's crazy that we could have put Lockie Whitfield in here, and they'd probably be number 2 on the list still. So they got Lockie Whitfield there as well. And number 1, we've gone Nazaya Wanganeen Millera and Cal Wilkie.
Mm-hmm.
So we could have even put Sinclair in there as well, but Cal Wilkie, he could easily be the fullback of the All-Australian team. Naz, he's an absolute lock. Mm-hmm. So I think this was a pretty easy choice to have them at 1.
Is this the first time St Kilda have been at number 1 in any of our lists?
Well, the only good part of their whole team is their backline. Yeah. So
respect. That's off to them.
Got to respect
Done well, but 2 absolute studs. I've got them as All-Australian locks for sure. Love it.
Let's shift again. So, God, there is some talent roaming around, especially from this 2021 AFL draft. Now, we've done a few redrafts on this pod, but we had a few comments on our most recent redraft is redraft 2021, redraft 2021. We're like, guys, we're only 2 blokes.
Exactly. There's only so much. We're only 2 blokes that do the work for 1 bloke. So there's only so much we can do.
Exactly. So, but we've slotted it in here. So we're going to redraft the 2021 AFL draft top 10 players.
Top 10.
So, do we want to say some honourable mentions first, or do that?
What do you reckon? I reckon we go top 10, then put the honourable mentions in there. Do you want to start us off?
Number 10, we've got, Arrow will be happy with this one, Kai Lohman at 10. Mm-hmm. If you kick 4 in a grand final, you're in that top 10.
You find yourself.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And he's struggled this year with health. Mm-hmm. But when he's on the park, he is dangerous.
The bloke is a human highlight reel. Yeah. I've never been so scared of a bloke than when I was a few weeks ago against the Pups. Yep. That bloke, anytime he sniffed, it looked like he was going to make something happen. Yep. So, absolute stud. Redraft at number 9. Went with the $1 million man, Mac Andrews. He got paid. He got the bank. Obviously still quite rusty, but the talent is there, obviously. The potential's out of the room, so he could be anything. But Mac Andrew, I think at 9 is a good spot for him.
It's a good spot. I don't know if he's going to be this big $1 million player that Gold Coast expect him to be, but he's very young.
Yeah, 100%.
Number 8, we have gone Darcy Wilmot.
Mm-hmm.
My God, this guy, I think he's going to be a superstar. I think he's going to be that good. He's put on size, and the way he moves, his disposal is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
He used to just be like this very break the lines and just fast, but he was somewhat sloppy with the bullet points. Bro, this guy is straightened up, and he's going to be, I reckon when they chuck him into the midfield more consistently, he's going to get more of the ball. He could be even higher on this list.
Love it.
Yeah, number 8.
Love it. At number 7, was a bit of an All-Australian Smokey at the start of the year, but has slowed down. If he stops punching blokes, he probably could be higher, but we've got Paul Curtis. Had an insane year. And to do that at North Melbourne where it's just all up in flames, he's a solid player, one of the most talented forwards in the comp right now.
Yep.
Obviously, and you plug him on a good side, he probably looks a lot better than he does right now as well. So, and he's super young, got heaps of time to grow. That guy, I think we will see him with a blazer at some point in his career. So, him at number 7.
Number 6, Jake Saligo for the Crom. Had a breakout year this year. There's some games where he looks like the best Adelaide midfielder. It's insane, and he's so young. Him and Dawson, I think playing with Dawson is just going to do him, just such a big benefit going forward in his career. But shows you how deep this draft is. He's a number 6.
He's a bloke who looks like he can't be tackled as well because he's not big in stature, and you cannot tackle that man. He's a bull. Number 5, the former number 1 pick is Jason Horne-Francis. Got all the talent in the world and could be one of the best players in the comp, but it shows the depth of this draft if he's getting taken at number 5. The guy's a gun and his ceiling is super high. And we've already seen spurts of it, but the talent above him, it just shows.
Yeah,
it shows. So him at number 5.
Number 4, we've gone Finn Callahan.
Mm-hmm.
Rejected the war chest at St Kilda, and everyone was like, "Oh, how are you offering this bloke that?" And then has shown why St Kilda offered him this kind of money. 100%. Had an absolute stellar year. Finn Callahan, he's a beast and will just continue to get better.
So good, so good. At number 3, could get flamed for this, but Nazaya Wanganeen-Millera at number 3. Where was he? I think he was 11 in the original draft, so he's jumped up a few spots. That guy, people are saying it now could be the best player in the comp. He's up there. He's up there. He's a special talent. It's just that the two blokes above him could also be top 5 in the comp, which is insane.
It's crazy.
So Nas is an absolute superstar. They're like putting him at number 3 feels wrong, but then you listen to the blokes above it, and it's like, how are you meant to argue that? Yep. This guy is a superstar.
Is he better than number 2? We don't think so. Number 2, we've got Sam Darcy.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darcy Yama. We could have had him at 1 potentially, but we won't yet.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, he's an alien. He's a unicorn. He is currently top 10 in the Coleman, and he missed 7 weeks of football.
Yep.
So,
100%. Well deserved. And number 1, by no surprise, is the AFL love child, Nick Dacos. He's him. He is that guy. He could be the best player in the comp. The bloke, for all the hate he gets, he defies the odds most weeks and puts on an absolute clinic. The guy's a superstar. What doesn't he do?
What doesn't he do?
What doesn't he do? So that literally shows the depths of this draft.
Yeah, it's great.
This is one of the best drafts we have seen.
Oh.
We've redrafted, what was it, the 2022? And that was a good draft.
It could go down as the best draft in AFL history.
Like, all these blokes have the chance to be absolute superstars in the league.
It's crazy. Honourable mentions.
Impressive. Yep.
Josh Ward,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Winhager, Josh Rochelle.
Yeah.
And there was also Jace Burgoyne as well.
There were some good players in here.
Yeah.
There were some really quality players in here, and it's just very impressive.
Yep.
Very impressive. A few teams would be flat. Erasmus over Nas.
Oh.
Freo would be kicking themselves. Couldn't be happy about that. Even Rochelle above Nas. Like, he's a good player, but we're talking about a superstar here.
Anyway.
Tough. Very tough.
Tough.
Quality draft.
I've got a little guessing game for you. So, after Brody Grundy had his 39 disposal game on the weekend, I was like, God, who is this? Like, which ruckman's averaged the most disposals in the comp? A lot of them are getting up there.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty crazy. So, I'm going to get you to guess the top 10 ruckman who averaged the most disposals this season.
Yep.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, guess whatever.
Yeah, so I can just sporadic, just wherever.
Plug it,
yeah,
and
okay.
I'll tell you.
All right, perfect. So Brody Grundy.
Brody Grundy is at 2.
He's at 2, okay.
He's at 2, averaging 20.4.
Surely Gawn's at 1.
Gawn's at 1. I didn't think you'd actually get that. He averages 20.2. I thought you'd go someone else.
Whoa! Not sure about that.
I just thought, I don't know. I thought you'd think other blokes would average more touches.
Give me.
Whatever.
This guy.
Whatever.
Abysmal.
Who else? So you got the top 2.
Top 2. Surely at number 3, my man Tim English. Surely he's up there.
He's not. He's at 7. Averages the 17.85.
Isn't the whole point we have him is like he's an extra midfielder?
Apparently not.
Number 7, really? So he's number 7. So I got 1, 2, and 7. Tristan Cherry.
Tristan Cherry is at 8, 16.88.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Joyce Louise. Oh, TDK.
TDK is at 5, averages the 17.89.
All right. Riley O'Brien, is he up there?
No, he's not in there.
Not in there.
No.
You
haven't got 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Oh, am I missing? Jordan Sweet, is he up there? He's having a stellar year.
You are horrible.
Bro, he's having a good year.
Jordan Sweet, do you think he is in a top 10? He's like
having
your
a
classic
good
ruckman
year.
who gets like 4 touches a game.
All right, he's having a good year, though. He's having a quality
Okay, I'll say
year.
the bottom.
Okay,
Luke number
Jackson.
10 is 13 disposals.
Oh, okay.
So
Luke Jackson.
Luke Jackson is at 4. I can't believe you said Jordan Sweet before you said Luke Jackson. You're horrible.
Is Sean Darcy up there or not?
Fuck.
I'm just saying, bro. Lloyd Meek.
You're lucky there. He's at 10. Bloody hell. So you're missing.
Darcy, how's that even a bad shit?
3?
Is this by average?
Yeah, by average.
Yeah.
3, 6, and 9.
3, 6, and 9. Nank?
Nankervis is in there. He's averaging 15.74 at 9.
Okay.
So you're missing 3rd and you're missing 6th.
Jared Witts. He's not up there? Are we serious?
Bloody hell.
Who am I missing?
You're missing a big one.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Darcy Cameron.
Darcy Cameron, he's at 6. So you're missing, you haven't got 3rd. I thought you'd reel this bloke off straight away.
Who am I missing?
Scroll down on your phone, buddy. Bloody hell. You're hopeless.
Not Rowan Marshall.
It's Rowan Marshall. How would you not?
Fine.
Think of
At
any
number
fantasy-
3.
At number 3.
I would not have
Number
picked him for
3.
number 3.
Yep.
Nah. He averages more touches than Luke Jackson.
Averages more disposals than Luke Jackson. Yep.
It's like his whole game, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like Luke Jackson literally plays in the midfield.
No.
Like he's literally a midfielder right now.
Anyway,
All right. Wait, what am I missing?
that's it.
Oh, that's it.
everyone.
Okay,
You got-
Rowan Marshall.
Yeah, that's everyone. So
Good
it's
man.
Gawn, Grundy, Marshall, Jackson, DeConing, Cameron, English, Cherry, Nankervis, Meek. And Cameron and English actually average the same. So
Okay.
anyway,
All right.
I'll go to the better Brownlow, actually.
Mm.
So better Brownlow, Aaron Norton with the 1 vote. 5 goals and 20 disposals as a key forward. Ripped the Giants backline apart with Samka.
Destroyed 'em.
Put Aaron there. 2 votes. We gone Max Holmes, 36 disposals and 2 goals. He's actually up there in the Better Brownlow leaderboard. He's not number 1. I'll reveal who number 1 is after this. 3 votes. We got Hugh McCluggage, 34 disposals, and was just, I thought he was one of probably top 2 player on the ground. Just tore the Collingwood midfield apart.
Yep.
4 votes. We've gone Brodie Grundy, 39 disposals as a ruckman, 32 hitouts.
Absolutely insane.
Going to find yourself on
200 super coach points.
Yep. And then 5 votes. We've gone Logan Morris, the second-year player, kicking a bag in the Loud House against the Pies.
Just taking charge, just setting the tone. Hats off to the man. I love that. That's a good list.
It is.
That's a good list.
So the top 3 in the Better Brownlow right now. No. Oh, no, because Max Holmes has actually changed. I'll give you the top 2.
Oh.
We've got Cozzy Pickett, 13 votes, and Jesse Hogan on 12.
Jeez, Cozzy and Jesse Hogan. So basically 2 forwards.
Yeah.
Leading the Better Brownlow.
I'm saying. We don't. It's not a midfield award.
The Better Brownlow.
Jezza Cameron's up there as well, actually.
Love it. Jezza could win it with his last stretch. Who knows what he's going to do?
He could.
Love that. Love that. Should we move on to the Elly Kunderwood?
Elly Kunderwood.
A bit of tomfoolery and wobblehead behaviour this week.
Let's hear it.
Starting off with Channel 7. BT just getting absolutely bitched by Bevo. Went up to him. Roman Bryan was Roman. Just looking for some pups. Looking for some puppy dogs to interview. Bevo's like, nah, mate. Back off.
I don't like you.
I don't like you.
You're a shit bloke.
He's just off him. Anyone with Channel 7, anyone who has anything to do with Kane Corns, he's not trying to do anything with him.
No.
And just pitched him off. He's like, nah, buddy, I'm good. Just walked away from him as much as he could. Roaming Bryan, feel for the guy, but he's earned 1 vote on the Elly Kunderwood.
No, valid.
Number 2 votes, and I feel bad for this, but Caden Cleary. Yeah, just fresh aired, open goal, coming on as the sub for the Swans.
Yeah.
Just got it wide open in the goals. Where fresh aired it? That's poor. That's poor. You're a professional footballer. But I feel for you. Like, it's tough. It's tough. And then with number 3, Jack Inman. Actually, I need to look at the votes. I don't know where he is on the Elly Kunderwood, but he's earned himself the 3 votes this week. First for kicking a goal and hitting the crowd with that, and then to get done, and then to throw the bird up to the fans post game, and then to go into an interview at the airport and just get harassed by this reporter.
Yeah, he didn't go into the interview. The reporter just stalked him.
Neither of them covered themselves in sunshine there. That was a bad look for both parties involved, but geez, that laugh. Just like, what is that?
I know, it was a tough one because she was just like really digging in at him. So she didn't cover herself with glory, but then Guinea probably had an opportunity to just represent himself a bit better and the club.
Yep, 100%.
And probably didn't really carry himself the way you'd want.
Didn't do his best job. So he's earned 3 votes on the Elly Kunderwood. I'll need to check the numbers and see if he's up there at all.
Jeez.
But there we are. Bit of wobblehead behaviour this week from the AFL.
No,
the umpires better watch themselves though. I let you go on that big call in the Hawthorn Adelaide game.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Yeah, it was
or else you'd be flying away with the Elly Kunderwood. So I've kind of taken the load off a little bit the last few weeks.
Love it. Top 4 teams. Top 4 teams. Has there been any changes for you?
There actually has.
Has it?
There actually has, because I had the Giants in last week. Before everyone gets up in arms, the Pups aren't in there. The Pups aren't in there. We're at number 1. No, at number 4, I've got the Cattery.
Okay.
I think the Cattery, just a well-oiled machine. They're going to cruise through and, possibly find themselves playing in a grand final. At number 3, dropped from 2 to 3 now. I've got the Pies. It's getting wobbly. There's a few cracks opening up. I'm still not too concerned, but the 2 teams above them, I've got Crom at 2.
Yep.
They're probably going to finish at the top of the ladder. They look like a well-oiled machine. They showed on Friday night how good of a squad they are. To go down by that many points and just to reel themselves back in multiple times shows that they are a high-quality squad. And then number 1, I think Brizzy are still in cruise control. I've got them winning the premiership. Yep. I've got them just cruising by. That team is elite. And to go beat the Pies convincingly at the Loud House is pretty impressive.
Respect it. I went the Cattery at 4 as well. 3 Crom. Yeah, got them at 3. They're sitting at 1 on the ladder, but I still think Pies, for whatever reason, are going to beat them in Adelaide. I can just see it. Number 2, I've got the Pies, and then number 1, I've got the Lions.
Yeah.
I think they're the best team in the league. Yeah. Well-drilled and are dominating.
100%. Love it. Absolutely.
That's our top 4.
Love it. There we go.
That's our top 4.
Is that our web?
That's our web.
Actually, we got some breaking news.
Oh, no.
Travis Boak has retired.
Travis Boak's retired.
Yes. Have a career.
Boakey. We saw Cal Ward yesterday, now Travis Boak. There are just some absolute stewards of the game.
Sonny Walters early in the year as well.
Fucking random.
Just saying. Whoa. Are you disrespecting Sonny Walters?
I'm not. It was just a bit outlandish.
Okay, Ben's a shit
Like
bloke.
we got Carl Walby.
Confirmed. Confirmed Ben's a shit bloke.
No, props to you, Travis Boak.
Yep.
Respect to the man. Up in Brownlow counts, in...
He was in our top 10
All the
Brownlow counts when we did our total.
He was
up there.
He's been on Australian.
Yeah, he's a gun. He was such a stud and really was one of the blokes who stood by Port during those tough times.
Yep.
Could have moved to Vic and taken just a hefty contract.
Geelong threw the bag at him.
Stuck by the power through thick and thin. Hats off to him.
Yep.
What a career for Travis Boak.
Respect to
Jeez,
Travis
we've
Boak.
lost some superstars.
It feels like really it's a change in era right now. There's just all these players, all that childhood faves, all those elite mids just retiring.
100%. It's
Yeah.
tough. But hats off. Damn.
Okie Bokey.
Bokey.
See you
What a
later.
career. Good job. Good
Anyway.
job.
That
There
leaves
we
us on
are.
a good note.
That does.
A little bit of sweet note.
Bit emotional.
Have to wait another week for another Talk with Dribble app to come out. Anyway, that's episode 53 of Talking Dribble. Thanks for tuning in. As always, squad, tune into our socials and hit that subscribe button,
100%.
hit that follow button.
Almost at 5,000 on TikTok. Get us over the hump. We would love that.
We've hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, which was great.
Love it.
But yeah, almost 5,000 on TikTok and keep the Instagram ticking along.
Slowly digging along. It's there. It's there, Roman.
Anyway, as always, squad, thanks for tuning in.
We out.